Now, the one I texted you guys this morning is not a joke.
I didn't think it would be.
No.
Not with you being so excited.
Yes, no, it is not a joke. So I texted a few folks this morning about a situation that's been going on since we moved here. If you want to know about it, you might be on the loop, but there was a crowd that was in the loop, so there's positive motion on that. So
Yay.
yay! And
I so wanted an update, but I never wanted to ask. I wondered what happened to that whole thing.
yes, there's progress. We get to make progress on or before April 15th. So I'll message you. I'll send you the text. Oh my God, what is popping up all over my computer? All right. Oh my God, would you stop? All these little antivirus things keep popping up. I'm like, I don't want to look at that right now. All right, so let's share some wins. We had a lot of wins from the weekend, from yesterday. Tell me something good. What you got?
So I had 2 clients resurrect themselves.
Excellent.
So that's kind of why I was MIA.
Love it.
I had 2 appointments on Friday.
Rock on.
All the way out to New Bern with 1 client in the morning. And then I had to come back to Swansboro by the afternoon and show another client.
Nice.
I was on the road all day. Loved it.
That's great.
And then yesterday I submitted a whole new offer for my clients on that vacant piece of land, and we're just waiting to hear back.
Woohoo!
It's not an official offer because I told the listing agent, I said, I don't want to waste anybody's time.
Right.
If we can come to a gentleman's agreement, then I will write up an official offer.
Yes.
If not, we're going to go back to our drawing board type thing and see what happens.
Love it. Good job. Good job. All right. Who else has a win?
I did the ducks at my $1 million, the one that my buyers want.
Oh,
I think I told you about it.
yeah.
right?
That was a sign from their dad or something, right?
Yeah. So I got the little rubber duckies and I took them over to the seller and asked them to hide them all over the house, and they just loved it.
That is phenomenal. Great job. That's so great.
And we're putting in an offer.
That's really great. That's so fun. Kevin, what you got?
Hey, good morning. How are you, people?
Good morning.
Hey, very quick tip that I just learned recently. We've got a private group that's actually a public group by John Dietz, one of the coaches that I know. And recently, there's been a lot of talk about calling dead agents / expired agents, meaning of listings that have expired. And you call them and you say, hey, just local real estate agent here in the area. I was just curious to know, are you planning on relisting this property that went off the market? And, what I would do, I would go and offer them a referral fee.
Nice.
If you are not going to be relisting the property, and if they will give you the phone number for every home seller and email and whatever, and maybe introduce you to them for whatever. Okay, you can also play it in multiple directions. You can play it with let's co-list it together.
Right.
Okay? Actually, by the way, it doesn't matter. By the way, if you are with the same company or not.
Right.
Most real estate boards will allow co-listing of properties by different real estate agents. Depends on your policies of your company. All right. And there are some agents in our group that are getting 5 to 10 listings per month that way.
Nice.
Boom. Here you go, people. Go
That's
for
a
it.
great one. Great idea. And yeah, only have them do an introduction if they have a good relationship.
Right.
If they're not happy with that person for significant reasons, don't. You can still do the referral, but don't do the handoff. Just get the
Yeah, that is
information.
correct.
Yeah.
But the goal here is for that agent to withdraw completely and
Right.
not even think about it, because
Yeah.
statistically 50 to 70% of all expired and canceled listings will relist with the same agent. That is national statistics. But your goal is to implant in the mind of that agent to not even attend it, because a lot of times agents could be sick and tired of clients.
Right.
Even if there is a significant commission, many agents will just say, screw it, I don't want to deal with it.
Right.
You can take that pain away.
Love that. That's a great idea. Thank you for sharing. Who else has a win? I had a listing that expired yesterday, and I messaged them and said, "Hey, we're up. You know, our time is up. If you choose to go elsewhere, that's fine. You do have to make me some gluten-free cornbread, but because she always makes the yummiest cornbread. If you decide to go elsewhere, that's okay. Just let me know." And they were like, "Oh, heck no." No, darling, I would not. They said, "Heck no, we're sticking with you." And I was like, "Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much." That was really quick on the draw there, Jim. Thanks, man. Whew, just kicked me while I'm down.
You were an expired listing, but you were not a dead agent.
Correct. Yeah, we were. We only expired yesterday, so it really never went to expired anywhere other than my information, and so we re-upped, and they and it was good. So yeah, that was really quick, Jim. You're quick on the draw this morning. Oh, good. Someone over here will like me. Hi, I'm so glad. I would like you too. Good morning, Wrestling Pros and Gunner. Thank Wrestling Pro. God bless you. Right, nice, love it. All right, who else? Who else has a win? So I had that one yesterday. I had one over the weekend too. Oh, one of my listings went under contract. Yes.
Oh, yay.
That was a win.
I've got one.
Tell us.
I got the two homes that I put up for rent. They closed. One closed on Friday, one closed yesterday.
Woo!
I rented before I even put them on MLS.
Love it. Go Debbie. That girl's raking in the money. Love it. That's awesome.
I had a
Hey,
lesson.
guys, today is day 4 expired listings. Today is April 1st. I just looked in my MLS, 197 expired listings as of this morning.
Wow.
Go for it.
Yeah. Good idea, Kevin. Thank you. If you missed that earlier, what he was on a call and they were saying, go to all the expired listings, call the listing agent, offer a referral fee, and say, I will take it and relist it. Be free. If they're in a good relationship with the seller, ask for an introduction, a warm introduction, and a recommendation. If they are not, then just act like you don't know the other agent. No. Never heard of him. Just reach out and get the listing. So, yeah, today is a big day. A lot of people expire on March 31st. So, go to.
There's 160 in my area.
Awesome.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Good stuff. That's a great idea. Great way to go get some business. Uh-oh. No, I do not. There are all kinds of pop-ups this morning happening. Who else has a win?
So I had a little win. It was I had a closing, which was good. But you know how sometimes you have a house that's perfect, there's no issue, and they waver on maybe not doing a final walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, the buyer did a walkthrough, and what I thought was fine, she called me and she said, I think you need to know that somebody vomited in one of the back bedrooms.
Oh, no.
And that was the same. I was like, what? She sent me pictures.
Ah.
So I stewed about it for a short minute before I called the sellers, because the sellers were supposed to be out. They were supposed to be gone. And when the parents were on a conference call, and it was the daughter's bedroom, who is a teenager, young teenager, some issues.
Yeah.
And the move was big. There was a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
Well, when I said this, the mom instantly was like, no, do it. And I go, look, I'm just saying that he's not asking you to do anything.
Just wanted you to know.
He just wanted you to know, and he'll take care of cleaning the carpet. We were worried. So the realtor had asked for $200 towards carpet cleaning. I sent the addendum over. It came back signed, no questions, nothing. They never said anything. But I thought, oh my gosh, if
Wow.
they hadn't done that walkthrough and they took possession,
Ugh.
how angry could they have been?
Yeah,
So anyway,
that's gross. Yeah, and I'm,
really, it was gross. But the girl didn't say anything. But
yeah,
that was a lesson.
It is a lesson.
Do that walkthrough regardless if you think everything is cool.
yes. The one I closed, that was supposed to close February 14th, closed finally this last week, and they did not do a final walkthrough. They did not get keys, and so the agent frantically calls me. He's like, "Where are the keys?" I'm like, "They're at the house. Like, I thought you were going to pick them up at the final walkthrough." So we worked it out, but I was just like, "You didn't do a walkthrough?" He's like, "No, we didn't do a walkthrough." Like, dude, you're supposed to close on this house a month ago, and you didn't do a walkthrough?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Like,
Robin, can I add to that?
please.
So if I have a client buyer that doesn't want to do a walkthrough, I will go walk it just to make sure there's no holes, or, well, I guess vomit.
Yeah.
And then if I see an issue, I will call and say, you need to come look at it. But
Right.
I definitely, if they're not going to walk it, I'm going to at least go and make sure that there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And if the furnace is still on,
Right.
you know, anything.
Tree through the roof.
Nobody
Oh, I
else
have-
moved in.
I had someone who the sellers, they removed the washer, dryer, and refrigerator. They were part of the contract. So the closing got delayed to the next day till they get them back.
Yikes,
Dude.
people.
Yeah, you can never be too careful for your clients.
No. Yeah, the other agent should have walked it. I guess I could have walked it, but it was my seller. I was like, man, it's the buyer's.
Yeah,
me.
I wouldn't care if it was my seller, but my buyer, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk it if they don't.
Exactly. All right, anybody else got a win? Bunch of my listings got showings this weekend, which was awesome because things had slowed down and now they are ramping up. Oh, and I won a listing. Oh, this was a good story. So I went to a listing appointment on Saturday, and I thought it went really well. They said they were going to interview one other agent. They asked me how many bananas I would ask for, and I told them. And the other agent came in. They said they were going to let me know the next day. The other agent came in, said they would do less bananas. And they said they still wanted to use me because they felt like they liked my enthusiasm, they liked my history, and they thought that you pay for what you get. And so I got the listing. Yeah. Yeah, so I was pretty excited about that. Because I didn't know if I would, because I didn't really budge on the number of bananas.
I had the exact opposite happen to me. I went on a listing appointment and they were going to interview someone else, and she absolutely loved me, but she said the other person was going to list higher, and I pulled the comps, and there's no way in heck we could have gone higher.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I maybe dodged a bullet in that because, she's already been listed one other time.
Yep.
And withdrew the listing, and I didn't want to, I was concerned of my cost of photography and measuring and everything else, but in the long run, I probably dodged a bullet with that one.
Oh, I told them that too. I said, they were like, well, what do we do if we want to terminate? And like they were asking the hard questions. I was like, well, you would owe me, and I've never said this to them, you would owe me for measuring, photographs, staging, and marketing. And they were like, how much would that be approximately? And I told them, and they were like, okay. So even in her thing saying that they chose me, she was like, and we're okay with the amount if we should need to terminate. We don't think we will. But I was like, woo, I really did it. And they really said yes. And okay, guys, you can do this.
But you know what that shows also is that you're going to spend that money marketing their property.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's what I said too, but I also wasn't willing to go $25,000 more on the list price.
Yeah.
Because I said we could, but if in 2 weeks we didn't have showings or anything, we'd have to drop it, and she didn't like it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
We talked about that too, and I was actually that was a really good appointment because she showed me a listing in their neighborhood that had been like listed, and it dropped like every 2 weeks. It dropped, and they were like, "No, we don't want a realtor who's going to do that." And I was like, "Well, to the realtor's defense, sometimes it's the seller that says we want X numbers, and so the realtor says, well, if that's true, we're going to drop the price." every 2 weeks, until we get to the number that I think it should be at, where I think it will sell. I was like, so that's not necessarily the realtor. It could be the seller. So I was proud of that because I didn't disparage the other
Right.
realtor. I just
Well, And
explained
the
it.
listing that she had had before was a higher price. I'm sorry, lower price. She wanted to go back on the market at a higher price, and it didn't sell. And she took it off in December. I don't think that there's a big difference between December and now. So I actually I feel better that I didn't get it because it would have been a hard one, I think,
Yeah,
to get the kind of activity on.
yeah. All right, who else? Who else has any? Hey, I'm a homesteading realtor. Who else has any wins? Who's over here on the live chat? Maui. And Altaf Syed. Hi. All right, anybody else got a win?
We got been working on buying a teardown house
Ooh.
and just got it under contract this weekend. And now we're doing title report on it, see if we're going to move forward. And
Woo.
I'm going to chronicle the journey of building a home.
Oh, I love it. What's a title report?
Title.
What
Oh,
is a
title.
report?
Title. Sorry, that was your accent. I didn't catch it.
I was running the same thing.
I was like, what's a title report? I'm going to do one of those.
Title report. And we're actually doing a 100-year title report. Anybody know how long title reports usually go back?
Well, my home is 1897, and they were able to find it. So, what do you think?
Yeah, but how far back do they really check title?
We actually, on this one, they went back to 1897. They were able to chase it all the way back.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
I
But
think they
most
go
title
back as
reports
far as
only
they
go back.
can.
What's
Would-
that?
I think they go back as far as they can.
What'd you say,
No, they
Michael?
only go back 60 years.
60.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Wonder if that's state specific.
I think it's title examiner specific, and part of the reason why we're doing a 100-year title search on this property, because my aunt told a story out of Florida where a easement was recorded in like the 1930s or something, and people bought a house and they only went back 60 years, and so the easement didn't show up on the title report. And a few years after buying the property, the county went through and put a road through the
Oh,
front yard
wow.
of a property.
Yeah, that's a drag.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
I love it.
That would be a problem.
Always do it. Always do title searches. All right, Kevin, what you got? Y'all are chatty this morning.
There was actually an interesting post that I read the other day about a shared road. A couple of an agent had a problem selling the property because there was a shared road and an easement was not recorded. But however, that road's been there forever.
Right.
Okay. So the good thing was that the owner of that property was, a good friend and whatnot. So, of the previous seller. So they went in and very quickly before closing, rectified the title. But imagine if that seller would have been a jerk.
Yeah,
What would have happened then?
right.
The whole deal would have gone. So, hey, the golden rule, love thy neighbor. And I'm telling you, this is an atheist. Here we go.
Atheists can love your neighbor, Kevin.
Nobody's perfect, I agree.
All right, anybody else got a win?
I had a lady reach out to me the other day about her tax appraisal
Yes.
that she got from Carteret County. So she asked me to run a CMA. I did. She goes, and depending on what it comes back at, she goes, we may be discussing selling it. I said, okay.
Love
So
it.
I've got a phone call with her right after this.
Love it. Yeah, I've done, I did that post and I've done at least 10, I would say, CMAs for people, but I would say probably at least 4 of them have come back higher than the tax assessment. And the people were like, oh. And I was
Well,
like,
she was concerned because they didn't include the marsh area on her assessment. Because there's a marsh between her and the sound. Well, if they had included that, her appraisal would have gone up another 500.
wow.
So that was kind of a help for her.
Yeah.
Plus they counted the non-conforming square footage because they enclosed the bottom section of the beach house. And
What do you mean non-conforming?
it's not heated. There's no. It's not
Yeah.
heated living space. It's
Yeah.
enclosed and has some windows, but it's kind of a garage workshop type space.
Unheated square footage, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It is April 1st. So that ended. First quarter's done, right? We're done with the first quarter. That means look at your goals, assess what is your work ethic. What have you been doing great? Have you been doing horribly? Grade yourself. Look at significant factors. And then say, okay, I'm determined to do X. And then back that into a plan. So if you're determined to do, like, let's see, you're determined to close 20 deals by June 1st, and you're only at 5, April, May, June, okay, or July 1st. Is the next one July 1st? Yeah, it'd be July 1st, right? No, it'd be June. It'd be July 1st.
June 30th.
Yeah, July 1st. So you've got April, May, June, all of June. So you got 3 months to do 15 deals. That's 5 a month. What are you going to do? Back into your plan. Okay, if I need to do 5 a month, I need to be doing so many cold calls, or so many door knocks, or so many open houses, or so many calling expireds, or so many events where I'm talking to my people. I need to do so many calls a day. I need to do so much follow-up a day. What did Jim say? Oh, behaviors is a B, and results. Oh, his behaviors, he got a B. Results, he got a D minus. And Corinne gave herself an 8 out of 10. I hit 2 goals of the 3, so I'm making this one. I did not get a priority this quarter. Yeah, but you got it. Like, I thought you just got a listing, and that. Oh, you only got 1. You wanted 2.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good job.
Can I say on Jim, that means that your next quarter results will be, or this
Exactly.
quarter results will be up.
Yes, you are correct. His behaviors were great. His results were bad. It's a 90-day cycle. So you gotta, what you do today affects what you're getting 90 days from now. So in 90 days, so June 1st, you want to be on a vacation? Okay, do the work right now so that you can crank it out and be going on that vacation and not be stressed out, or just paying that bill, or just breathing, right? So back into it. I need this many closings. I need to do, and look at your ratios. If you did do some work, look at your ratios. All right, how many days did I do the 50, 25, 1? Or how many days did I do 20 contacts a day, if you only want to look at it that way? And put it in your database and do the follow-up. Don't go, here's one statement, don't go find new leads until you have concrete answers on the old leads. So if in January you started doing lead gen, and you haven't been following up, start there. Start following up there. If you have been doing follow-up and you've just been getting no's, or you don't have a definitive, call me June 1st, or you don't have a definitive, we're not moving, stay on them. Make them a priority, because they're hot, warm, like Corinne said, they resurrected themselves. Help them resurrect themselves, okay? Be a helper. Once you've touched your warm leads, you can even go back to the last quarter and the quarter before that. Go back to all your old leads. You've already touched them. They already know you. You're already in some form of relationship with them. Reach out to them authentically. Today's an easy one. Text every single one of them. Use the Reach app if you haven't done that before, and say, it's April Fool's Day. I'm not joking. I really want to help you sell or buy your house. Okay? That's the easiest text you could send today. I'm not joking. I really want to help you sell or buy your house. Okay? That's easy. Now, if you've done all of that, all right, and you have nothing, you're like, well, Robin, I still got nothing. Okay, go back to AHA, Agents Helping Agents, -AHA. In the files, there's one that's called Finding Your Business. It's a worksheet. You fill it out, and there's where you start contacting people. Okay? because now you can do this. Just got to do the work. I'm preaching to the choir. Debbie Hernandez, the Reach app is just, Diane has used it, I've used it, I don't know if others, it's just a app where you put in all your contacts, you can group them, and you can send a group text that it looks like it's coming from you individually, and it says, hey Debbie, happy April 1st, I'm not a fool, I really want to help you sell your home. I know last time, and you can, if you actually have a relationship with them, add the personal note. I know last time we talked, you said wait until spring. It's spring. At least the pollen's telling me it's spring. Let me know the plan. Okay. What do you got, Kev? We're at time.
I think I mentioned it way back, that the number of touches that result in a sale have dramatically increased recently. That means that used to be in the old times when we used to drive buyers in cars with families and talked, press flesh and were kissing babies, it was pretty easy. Now it's like 6 to 15 touches before a transaction happens. Number one. Number two, Fellow, a company that actually analyzes data for top real estate agents and teams, recently put out a kind of a crazy statistics that 92% of agents or so basically give up after the first no. Okay. However, listen to this. However, it takes anywhere between 4 to 6 no's that a prospect will give you or give others before that prospect does business.
Yes.
Do you see how different statistics works?
Yep.
So it's not only that we give up immediately, but also we give up on the first no, or I'm not interested, I may be thinking, but people are still selling and buying homes.
Yes.
Homes are selling and buying every day.
So on that, what's a no? So what's a no? Just let's break that real quick. A no is, you know what, I'm not ready right now. That's a no. A no,
yeah, it's a no. Yeah, you have to be binary. You have to be binary, meaning yes or no, or include maybe into a no. Okay, assume it's a no.
And if you've ever been on a telemarketing call and listen to this, it's really good. Next time you get a call from a spammer, listen. They will go for at least 5 no's before they let you off the phone. You can say, well, I'm not really interested. Why? And they'll say, oh, I didn't hear that, blah, 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 blah. And then you'll say, nope, it's just not going to work for me. Oh, and blah, 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 blah. They keep going. When you get the 5th no, and I know this because I was trained in telemarketing. When you get the 5th no, they'll say, well, thank you for your time. And they will still call you back.
Right. And the key is to always look for that open-minded person on the other line. Though they may have told you no, oh, hey, would it be okay for me to stay in touch with you? Hey,
exactly.
The tax assessments are going to come out here in a couple of months. Would you be interested how much equity you have gained? Or would you be interested how to reduce your tax burden?
Exactly.
With the tariffs coming up.
Right.
Again, no matter what your politics are, with the tariffs coming up, some shit is going to hit the fan pretty soon.
All right, we're at time. So I want to honor everyone's time because we got to get off here. So the big deal today: assess, look back. Thank you, Kevin, so much. Look back. What'd you do? What'd you not do? And get on it. Okay, it's your job. Act like it's your job because it's your job. All right, I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Bye, guys. Appreciate all the talk. Bye, y'all. Bye, friends. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back. Good to see you.